Hey, what's up, New York? I'm Lydia Patel, and welcome to this month's edition of the Bedstuy Gateway BID Networking with a Purpose. But today we're focusing on the next steps of building the next big community. That's right, we'll go one-on-one, giving you all the up-close and personal details of exactly what that entails and how you at home can get involved. So keep it locked right here. You're watching What's Up, New York. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, New York? I'm Lydia Patel, and I'm here with Michael Lambert for our monthly catch-up of the Bedstuy Gateway BID, networking with a purpose. But like we said in the intro, tonight's going to be a little bit different. We've got some really big things coming up that I'm going to let Mr. Lambert really fill us in on. So, Michael, let's talk about what's going on. Of course, bring us up to speed. It's 2017. I know there's some big changes that's going to be coming up.
It's a time for new beginnings. Here we are networking with a purpose. And so this is going to be a new beginning. This is probably one of the most bittersweet networking with a purposes that I've been doing, in that this is going to be my last one, as I'm going to be moving on tomorrow to join the team of Comptroller Scott M. Stringer as Deputy Comptroller for Public Affairs. So for me, it's an exciting new beginning for me, but also for the BID. We're going to be showcasing some things tonight that are really looking to basically build the next level of the BID's community. Town Squared is here. They're basically a social networking platform that we're designing specifically for BID business, so they can keep in the loop on things related to supplementary sanitation, security, safety, any kind of information that should be shared specifically within the community of the BID businesses. We're going to be basically using Town Square to make that happen. The other thing is we have some really exciting stuff happening that is going to have to be, in the next iteration after I leave. Whoever's coming my way is going to basically have to shepherd this. It's a module that we're going to go over a little bit later on. I don't want to steal the thunder, but it talks about another way to kind of really build value for property owners in the BID, and really also help to eliminate vacancies in the BID. So it's some very exciting stuff. I don't think there's any other BID in the entire city that's doing this, so I'm really, really super psyched, even though I'm basically going to be moving on. But this will live as part of like one of the assets I feel very, passionate about, that I built here to really add value to this community. So new beginnings, building community, building the Bedstuy Gateway BID. Thank you everyone who's actually supported me in my almost 4 years here. It's been an amazing time, a fantastic ride. I want to thank my board of directors, my chair Joyce Turner, from Crossborough Realty down to 1514 Fulton Street, the staff, Bernadette Mitchell over in the BID's office, Tony Saunders, our Director of Public Safety, all of our interns have passed through the years, all of our temporary workers have passed through the years. A really exciting time. I am incredibly indebted and very thankful and very excited about the future.
So, Mr. Lambert, I know you said that you'll be starting a new role, and it's always a little bit difficult and exciting at the very same time. What are you looking forward to most, starting your new role, and how are you going to bring all the experience on the BID over to your new role?
So as the Director of Public Affairs in the Office of New York City Comptroller Scott Stringer, I'm most excited about actually visiting neighborhoods that I either have never visited before or haven't visited in a very long time, and really helping the constituents of those neighborhoods understand what the Comptroller's office does, how they can best take advantage of that office, and also to make sure that people know who the Comptroller is and what his role is in terms of helping to manage this very, very large city. As a citywide elected official, I know it's going to be a very demanding job. I'm going to be coming into contact, I'm sure, with a lot of people. I'm really, really looking forward to getting out there and intermingling with people that I haven't met before. People tell me that I'm a great builder of relationships, so I'm looking to build a whole host of new relationships behind this new role. I'm really, really excited.
That is great, and it's going to be somewhat similar to what you're doing now, but of course a little bit amplified, which is going to be great. What do you foresee as maybe one of the more challenging aspects?
I think the challenging aspect is really identifying the best way to communicate with all these different constituent groups. You've got different folks from different backgrounds. We've got some very challenging things going on right now at the national level. So I'm looking really forward to hearing the stories from those folks, and again, helping them really understand how the Comptroller's office can really be a benefit to them, and just getting out there, learning new cultures, learning some new languages. I know I speak about 3, not all fluently, but I'm looking forward to learning some that I'm not familiar with. I think that's how you build community, and that's how you really engage people. And again, really looking forward to being kind of like that support mechanism for the Comptroller himself. So I'm super excited.
We're excited for you too, Mr. Lambert. I know it's going to be great, and of course, we'll always be keeping in contact with you, and of course, we'll be a resource for you as well on that level if you need it.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
And I'm here with Joanne Ness, who's the owner of Prosper Digital. So how do you feel to be here tonight? We're doing a great network mixer with the BID, Bedstuy. We're in Bedstuy. Tell us a little bit about that and what's going on.
Well, this is a great event, and we're happy to be one of the companies hosting it. We're just We're in the community. We're pretty new to Bed-Stuy, so it's a great opportunity to be a part of this network mixer and just expose ourselves and share our space with the community.
So Prosper Digital, for those who don't know, is a full-service studio?
Yep, we are a full-service video production and video marketing company, and we help brands tell their stories through video in order to increase sales and also to increase their awareness among their audience.
Absolutely, so that's really great because that's a big deal nowadays. Everyone's looking for some exposure. Everybody wants to have a little bit of a visual piece to really kind of tell their story. So that's something that's definitely important. How do we get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with us at www.prosperdigital.tv. You could also call us at 718-622-0062.
And of course on social.
Of course on social. Facebook, Prosper Digital. On Twitter, Prosper_digital. You can also find us on Instagram, but primarily find us on Facebook, Twitter, and those are our primary channels.
Hey, welcome back, and I'm here with Diamond, who's actually a graduate in film. This is the perfect location to be if you want to be in film. We're here at Prosper Digital Studios. So guess what? You know, we're going to really kind of go one-on-one. So what brought you in here tonight?
Well, I'm originally from Baltimore. I came here for the event because I heard about Prosper Digital going to be here, and also What's Up New York. So I figured it'd be a good way to network, get my connections up to par as far as the broadcast and the media industry. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So when you think of getting out there and getting connected, and companies like What's Up or Prosper Digital who really focus on video marketing and how that's important, as a young film major student yourself, what do you see as the next steps, even for yourself, to get out there?
Right now, I think that the next step is actually networking and meeting people, creating those lasting connections. In this day and age, just applying to jobs and, you know, online forums and stuff, that's just not enough these days. So it's all about who you know and creating relationships. So, yeah, that's going to be the next step for me.
So what would be your ideal dream job in this big city, in New York, if you were to land anything right now? What would be the #1 role if you could?
A producer. Long form, short form, but I think I'm more interested in long form, like documentary work. But ultimately, if I had to choose anything, I would own my own production company. So, be my own boss.
Hey, what's up, New York? I'm here with Scott Mason. Of course, it's the Bedstuy Gateway BID, networking with a purpose. Our February edition, I have to say. We are now in February, almost at the end of February. The year's going by so fast.
Yes, I hear
you. Of course. So let's talk about your role. You're actually a participant here tonight.
So I am a participant in Town Squared. I am part of a startup's custom silkscreen company that is one of the small businesses that's really benefited from what Town Square is doing. It's bringing small business people together, providing a sense of community, a safe space for us to ask questions, learn, network, build, and grow from each other. And you know what? There's not a lot of people out there that do that sort of thing. They're doing it well. They're making things better for us, and it is great to be here meeting folks like you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. You know, it really is an important event to really get the opportunity to come out and meet people and actually get to seriously network, not just come out and put a business card in a jar, but actually speak to people.
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the things that's great about this event and what folks are doing here is really making it about relationship building, about connections, trying to start things that may last the test of time. Right, a business card, people get a zillion of those, they stick it away in your pocket, you never see or hear it again. Here, if we can make connections that are real, we can all really benefit on a deeper level, and depth and substance is what this is all about.
Absolutely. And contact information. How do we get in contact with you if you want to get any more information?
My email is scott@thebrooklynpress.com.
And I'm here with Denise Burke, entrepreneur here in Brooklyn, definitely doing a few great things that we'll actually talk about. Real estate. We all love real estate, and if you know Brooklyn, you know that real estate is definitely always something that's booming. Kind of give us some insight on that.
Well, real estate, especially in Bed-Stuy, is blooming. We are looking forward to helping others and serving others in our community, and I live in a community, so I want to open up and be able to be a resource for the community. I also do another entrepreneurship, and I do pies. I make organic pies, and it's called the Rooter Pie. And I look forward to providing people with healthy treats to eat healthy and to be healthy. So, and it's all part of opening up and meeting those in our community and sharing time. And, you know, we love to eat. So, you know, it's nothing wrong with sitting down, having something sweet, and enjoy the area of Bed-Stuy.
Now, of course, you know, a lot of people, the word organic gets thrown around so loosely. So really, what makes your pies truly organic?
I make sure that I use all organic ingredients. I try to stay away from I want to use all non-GMO products because we want to stay healthy and we want to live long. And that's my motto.
Absolutely. I love that, you know, and that really does make it a treat.
Yes.
After all that, and of course, real estate, you have the opportunity not only to possibly get yourself a home, but make yourself some money. Exactly. It's a great opportunity. So how do those who want to actually get on either one of these ventures get in contact with you?
Okay, my email for the real estate is Burke Real Estate. So it's Burke, RE2, serveyou@gmail.com. And then my website for my pies are therootofpie.com.
And I'm here at Carmelo Caban. Of course, you know, it's the Network Business Improvement District. We are networking with a purpose here tonight for February. A lot of things are going on. So tell us, what exactly is your role here tonight? Because you told me something kind of interesting. So
I'm the guy that shakes hands and kiss babies for Roman & Roman Cleaning Services Incorporated. Miss Jessica Marcano, she is the owner and the president of the company. And I just want to, you know, meet some people. Got a lot of interesting folk here and network.
Absolutely. So with these cleaning services, of course, they're not what people usually think of as your just traditional cleaning services. I think over the years, cleaning services have evolved to so much more. So kind of shed some light on that.
Most definitely. We like to call them cleaning agents. They're referred to as maids, you know, from back in the day. Now we do businesses, construction sites, whatever have you, whether it's residential or, you know, someone's place of business, of course. Call Jessica Marcano at Roman & Roman Cleaning Services, or you could contact myself, who's happened to be her H&R in sales. It's Carmelo Caban Jr., HR Cleaning at RANDRservices.com.
Hey, what's up, New York? And I'm here with Linda and Sarah of Town Squared here tonight for the Bedstuy Gateway BID, networking with a purpose. So ladies, of course, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So why don't you share some insight about what Town Squared is for those who may not know?
Sure. Town Squared is a free network for local business people to connect with one another. So all across the city, we work with organizations like the BID and partner up with people like Mike to help plug them into the ecosystem of resources for small business people. The network is awesome. It's several thousand and growing, and it's free for the businesses to use. You just create an account, and they are using it for things like getting advice about, I'm looking for a new accountant, I really want to hire somebody, here's a problem I'm having with crime or safety, and they can share insights and resources with one another. It's really about just strengthening community through communication. So, yeah.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about where Town Squared is. It's not just a Brooklyn-based opportunity, of course.
Yeah. So Town Squared was founded in San Francisco and has expanded to New York in 2014. Is now citywide in New York City. Also expanded to Oakland, Seattle, and Portland in the last couple years. And so, you know, New York is obviously the biggest network. It's the biggest city, and Linda and I are here on the ground keeping that growing.
Well, let's talk about your roles a little bit briefly. So, Linda, what is specifically your role on a day-to-day?
Oh man, my title is city manager, but I basically do anything that helps support the businesses who use Town Square. If they have a technical question, if they are looking for a resource they can't find, we also plan monthly events and workshops, so opportunities for businesses to get to know one another, but also to get stronger in maybe something that they're not as sure of in their business. So we've done SEO workshops, social media marketing, tax workshops, the gamut. Legal stuff, you know, it's all things that small business people have to think about every single day. And they might be really good at the thing they're passionate about. Like we have a cool screen printer guy here. We have a guy who has an awesome juice shop here tonight. They are really passionate and good at what they do. And sometimes the business stuff can be a challenge. So we just try and help with that.
Absolutely. And Sarah, what about yourself?
So I'm also a city manager in New York's big city, and I'm here helping out with the day-to-day, but also working on building partnerships with places like the Bedstuy BID and other associations that are working with local business owners, whether it be geographic or industry-wide, and really utilizing the communication that they have with those businesses, trying to enhance it, get more businesses on board, and make the conversations more robust, more specific to their individual needs.
Absolutely. And finally, how do we get in contact with Town Square, and how do people get involved if they want to be a part of Town Square?
Yeah, townsquare.com. You can sign up for your business there. We also have an iPhone app and an Android app, so it's really easy for business owners who are on the go all the time to keep in touch. So yeah, townsquare.com.
Makiba, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
So you said you came out tonight to really get some feedback, learn how to do some online stuff. Really, what drove you to come out?
Well, basically, my good friend Diamond, she told me about this event. She sent it to me. She said, looks like a great opportunity. And I definitely agreed because I'm in like, I don't even know if I can call it the infancy stage of learning how to build an online business. I'm selling waist beads and earrings. And I realize I'm largely ignorant on those steps, like trademarking, even just meeting someone tonight. She told me, you know, you need to get insurance because of skin-to-skin contact. And I was like, I would have never, ever thought of that.
So definitely so far it's been worth it for you to come out and actually connecting with some great people.
It's been great. Networking events definitely make me nervous, but it's good to be out your comfort zone so you can grow and you can learn. So I'm so happy that I came here.
So what are you looking for ultimately down the road, short-term goals for yourself after coming here?
Short-term goals, I want to act upon the contacts I have so that I can schedule meetings so I can learn the logistics, the legalities especially, of how to start my business. And by the end of springtime, I want to be able to launch my website. So those are my short-term goals. Long-term, I want to live a life for myself where I never have to call anybody a boss.
And I'm here with George from the Juice Bar, definitely a big sponsor here tonight, supporting the Bedstuy Gateway BID networking with a purpose. George, tell us about the Juice Bar.
Yeah, well, it's called Fuel Juice Bar, and we have like a year and 6 months open. And basically, we're trying to bring something new to Bed-Stuy, like organic produce and fruits. And so far we got good response from the community and people, and they're loving it. So yeah.
So here tonight you have 3 different flavors. I've got the main one that I personally enjoy, the green juice.
Yeah. This is the easy green. It's kale, apple, pineapple, and ginger. And these are cold pressed. So it's not the regular method where they juice in front of you. We have a big machine, and it uses a press method instead of heat. So it kind of, not necessarily better, but you can taste the difference. Yeah.
So where's your juice bar located?
It's on 1183 Fulton Street.
118?
Fulton Street.
All right, so you're right in Bed-Stuy, right on the heart of it. What are the opening hours?
From Monday through Friday from 8 to 9, and the weekends is from 9 to 8.
I'm Michael Lambert. I'm the Executive Director of the Bedstuy Gateway BID. I want to thank everyone for coming out to, I think this is the 6th iteration of our Networking with a Purpose series. Tonight's edition is talking about new beginnings. This is actually going to be my last Networking with a Purpose as I go on to start a new job next week at the Office of Comptroller. Scott M. Stringer is his his Deputy Comptroller for Public Affairs. But with that, I want Johannes to come up and say a couple of words about the space.
Good evening. Welcome to Prosper Digital. I have the pleasure of networking and collaboration with the BID and with Town Square. So I just want to say, first of all, thank you to both of them, and thank you for all of the individuals such as El Jefe, and also Fuel Juice Bar with George, who's the owner over there. So all the food and all the drinks that you're drinking are from them. So I want to say thank you to Town Square and also to Bedstuy BID for just putting on a really good event. Quickly about Prosper Digital, we are a full-service video production and video marketing company. So the 3 spaces you're seeing here are ours. We have suites for editing, and also getting your work done. We have we have a studio, and also we have a conference room.
I want to also thank, not only do we have the great food from El Jefe, which if you enjoy the food, they're at 1483 Fulton Street. Fuel is at 1183 Fulton Street. There we go. But also that was sponsored by Town Square, who's actually also going to give us a small presentation right now. So Linda Missel and Sarah from Town Square here tonight. They're going to talk to you about basically something we're trying to do in terms of new beginnings to build the community of the BID. And what that means is providing resources primarily for the business of the BID to communicate with each other about different things.
I've been so excited to meet so many of you who came out tonight. Thank you very much for spending your time talking to other business people, talking to the BID and to Prosper, and sort of putting yourselves out there. I know it's a lot of work. That's actually what Town Squared was built for. So Town Squared is a community that's just for small business people. One of the reasons we're so excited to partner with the BID and excited to have people like Juanis and actually several people who are in the room here tonight as members of the Town Squared community is that we're building an ecosystem of all the small business resources, other local business people for you to access and hopefully strengthen and grow your business, help you survive and thrive, we like to say, because survival in the city is kind of hard. The way that it's different is that it's private. Everybody on there is verified. So we verify that you're an actual business person and you are in the location that you say you are. And then we automatically connect you to all the other business people around you. You don't have to go find your friends. They're already there for you. And the nice thing about that is we have the ability to create private discussion channels for groups like the BID so that everyone who's in this specific district can talk to each other about cleanliness issues on the block, crime and safety stuff that might be going on, cool events that are happening that you want to make sure you're in the loop about, maybe finding opportunities to market together. Maybe you're a cheesemaker and you're doing a cheese event and there's a wine shop down the block. Like, why not do that together? So that's the goal of hooking up everybody to the BID group. What's been amazing too is with the support from Mike and the other staff of the BID, you will have access to the clean and safe team. So if you don't know, the BID provides amazing resources for beautification, graffiti removal, cleaning up trash from the sidewalks, and also supplemental help to what the police are trying to do with keeping the block safe and keeping it a positive environment for doing business. So those staff are also part of the private BID group. And if you're having an issue, if you notice something going on in the corridor, you can report it and you'll have access to the staff there as well. And you'll be hearing from them too. If they have something that they are working on, they need your support on, they want to warn you because there's a safety threat or a crime issue going on, you're going to get that info from them. So that's what Town Squared is. It's free for you to use. We're really excited to have you all as part of the community. And Sarah and I are the on-the-ground people. Obviously, we want to come here. We want to meet you guys in person. We do events pretty much once a month at least. So you'll all be invited to those, and we look forward to getting to know you and more about your businesses.
Created a back-end system which allows any listing agent on the BID corridor to put up specific property information, that being the cost of the particular unit that's being sold in terms of vacancies, the square footage, how many rooms are available, the type of listing it is, whether it's retail listing, office listing, or an under development property. Again, you can also showcase about up to 4 pictures right now as it regards to that specific unit. So whatever is being developed, whatever it is that you want to showcase. If you want to search for a specific property, whether it's in a retail listing, specifically office listings or under development property, you can simply just type in the address in the property address search bar, type in the address 450 Fifth Avenue. So this is just a test option. And then it'll pull up the same listing information.
There's no other BID that I'm aware of in the city that's doing anything like this. Morton's wife works for a local elected official, and what did your wife say?
She works for Lori Cumbo, and she has 5 BIDs within her district, and none of them are doing this at all.
And I co-chair the BID Association up until tomorrow, and I can tell you, of all the BIDs, even those with $14 million assessments, no one is doing anything like this. What does this mean for property owners? So when I came here, we did a retail attraction study about 2 years ago. What we identified, we had about an 18% vacancy rate. So we've got about 400 storefronts of that 18, so that's almost 100 vacant units. What we found out was, maybe owners of property, the Barclays Arena here, maybe they're hoarding property to try and get the biggest price. What we identified, that wasn't the case. The case is that you have a lot of property owners who are not really real estate people. They bought property a long time ago here in Bedstuy when other people didn't want to, and this property has really escalated in value. However, some of these property owners don't have the acumen or the resources to basically switch gears and get to the next level. So many of them, I think of the almost 100, 78% of them didn't have their property listed in any public resource. What they're basically doing is putting a sign in the window and hoping they're going to get basically a tenant by whoever's walking by or driving by. Now imagine if I tell you as a property owner for the bid, and our average assessment is probably about maybe $150 per storefront per month. But imagine if I tell you that you can go to a website, because even Denise has called me, hey, I have a tenant, a potential customer, they're looking for a space, they're looking for 1,500 square feet, they're looking to pay between $50 and $65 a square foot. As opposed to me sitting at my desk and trying to figure out, okay, well, what properties do I know of like that? Imagine if I just gave them a link. And they went there and they searched for it. And that map popped up with all the locations. Not only that, it pops up on a Google map. So if you want to open a hamburger stand and you see a particular location, you click on it, but then you see there's a McDonald's across the street, there's a Burger King next door, maybe that's not the location you want. So right now, we're basically becoming a facilitator of brokerage information for the bid. So if we walk by and we see a sign with the contact information, that's going to be in here. The thing is, a lot of the property owners have been disengaged. And say, hey, what am I getting for my bid value? My bid dollars, my bid value. Now imagine if as a result of this, one person gets one lease for say 10 years, let's say $5,000 a month. Is that worth the $150 you're paying now that also includes the supplemental sanitation, keeping your streets clean, the free camera program to provide safety and security, networking events to help you kind of like interact and basically meet other people to help grow your business? I think so. Now the thing with this is, I wasn't looking for a new job. A new job came looking for me. And we had been talking about this now for about, the past 3 months or so?
Past 3 months.
So I told Morton, once I found out I was leaving, I said, dude, ramp this up and finish this quickly. Because the thing is, some people don't get what I just explained to you. But in the hands of someone who basically doesn't want to use a broker, and I can tell you now, okay, so the bid has, 4,000 friends on Facebook, like 2,000 followers on Twitter, I don't even know, like another 1,000 on Instagram. We have an email list of about 1,000 subscribers. Imagine now if you put one of these links out for your particular property and you blast out to the world. Like I was telling Denise, suppose the board says, okay, wow, this is really great. Maybe we can even grow this and expand this, because if Denise gets a customer or a client who's looking to do a deal on Fulton Street, would she pay a couple of bucks maybe to actually have access to this information? If you're looking to expand your business, I get that call. When Blue, hey, I'm looking to start, child type of entertainment business here in the bid. And I got to, again, go through my mental exercise. Again, imagine if I just tell, hey, go check this website, put in your parameters, and boom. If you need basically help being facilitated with the broker, but now this is the type of tool that gets a property owner's attention. Because quite often, many property owners are like, oh yeah, you guys are keeping the streets clean, that's all great. Oh yeah, you guys are putting up holiday lights, that's all great. This is actually direct benefit for the folks who are paying for all this. And that's basically something very, very special, because that then leads organically to retail attraction and growth. And once that starts to build momentum, it's like a runaway train, you can't stop it. And if you keep the property owners engaged, this is their community. And that's one thing that's unique about Bed-Stuy. A lot of those same folks that own those properties also own the ground floor retail space. That dynamic doesn't exist in the percentage that it does here in any other neighborhood that I've come across, at least not in any bid. I've talked to my 72 other colleagues, and none of them have the dynamics that we have going on here. I remember Sharon called me one Sunday morning and said, Mike, have you checked the Facebook page? All right, what's going on? There's a woman in there complaining about the bid. Oh my God, what's she saying? Because this happens every once in a while. So I go and check the Facebook page, and the post is, I really don't like the bid. And the reason she didn't like the bid, because she complained that the bid's Facebook page was promoting businesses on Fulton Street and not any other business in the area. That's a blessing and a curse, because you know what? That's my job. If I was promoting someone else's corridor, as some of you in this room well know, I probably wouldn't have a job. But if that's going to be the complaint, that means I have people's attention. That means the organization is doing something very right. And that makes me feel proud to have actually led this organization for almost the past 4 years.